Hi guys, welcome to Just Talking, and in today's episode I'm going to be telling you the story of Nemesis. So it all starts in 1990 when at Alton Towers the Thunder Looper was opened, but this would prove to be a temporary position as the local council wanted it removed due to its impressive height and also the sound it produced. So the park decided they needed something bigger, unique, and better for their next investment to the park. But they did realise they were very much restricted by the tree height limit restriction set by the local council that said any coaster above the tree line would be prohibited from being built. So the park decided to approach aerodynamics, most notably the manufacturer for the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And they've been working on a pipeline coaster which was proving to be decently popular in America and was becoming a new idea. So, Secret Weapon 1 would be born out of this, and John Wardley would be the designer for the ride and would continue to be so throughout all of the project for Nemesis. But the only thing was, it was rather short and could only be 300 metres or 980 feet in length. And due to money restraints with aerodynamics who later went bust, it had to be cancelled, the project. But then a year later, it came back as Bang Bang! Secret Weapon 2! Very aptly and creatively named. And yeah, we are going to go through quite a few secret weapons in this video. And space was cleared for this ride to make it a bit bigger, but ultimately, according to John Wardley, it was slow, looked boring, and was energy inefficient, so the whole idea of having a pipeline coaster at the park was completely scrapped. And in hindsight, it was a very good idea they did this because nowadays pipeline coasters are very much a thing of the past and do deserve to remain in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 rather than in real life. So then, Six Flags Great America had been in talks with Bolliger and Mabillard, otherwise known as B&M, who were the creators of Nemesis. And basically, John Wardley said, "Tell me about this inverted coaster you're working on, and I'll help you eventually." So he wanted to get involved in America's latest coaster investments. And Jim Wintrode proposed that the inverted coaster should have inversions in it to make it more intense and attractive to a more thrill-seeking audience. But Wardley scoffed at the idea's possibility and thought the idea was officious and it was completely impossible. And then, of course, as we know, the Batman ride was opened and is now in just about every single Six Flags park across the world. And basically, John Wardley rode this coaster and really enjoyed it and wanted to translate it directly into Alton Towers. And this gave way for Secret Weapon 3 in 1992, otherwise known now as Nemesis. And the storyline to this ride would be that an ancient relic had been found on the site, awakening a beast deep in the ground from its millennium long sleep, and has been luring guests to it ever since. And the only way that this secret organisation can hold the beast down is with the 440-ton track, and you are the lured guests, and you need to escape from the beast. And of course, Madame Two Swords was very impressed with this idea. Of course, at the time it was called Two Swords Studios, but is now known as Merlin. And they were so in love with this idea that they wanted to develop the exterior design to make it very attractive to riders and non-riders, so it looked like a stunning attraction all round. And this is a fairly new idea, having proper theming to attract guests and just to make the park outstanding. And of course, this made it a leading coaster in theme park theming in general, with its incredible facade which still holds up in its impressivity today. And of course, they did hire Stengel Engineering, who is pictured right here. And they properly developed the exterior of the ride, and they even proposed the idea for the track to look slightly worn, as if the monster was having some sort of resistance to it, and they truly innovated the ride we see today. So Nemesis was opened on the 19th of March 1994 after a 4-year development battle which saw a pipeline coaster and also American investment as well. And it would cost over £10 million, which inflated to today's currency is £17 million. So it is within the budget of today's coasters and very much still holds up, having been the home to possibly one of the most intense inversions known to coaster history, with its intense whippings on the right handed corkscrew and the 270-degree helix at a 90-degree angle, and then the 0G roll across the monster. It truly is still impressive to this day, and not many B&M inverted coasters will really challenge it that much, including its close related brother Nemesis Inferno at Fort Park, which he did take this world record off of in 2004 for the most naked people on a coaster. Yep, all 36 seats were occupied by naked riders from the around 26 or 24 on Nemesis Inferno, but it did later lose that title in 2010 to another coaster. Uh, that's a commendation for the ride, other than its incredible layout, if you needed to know that. And that was in the Guinness Book of World Records authenticated as well. So that's really it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed the story of Nemesis. It truly is a very interesting one, actually. How it went from being a pipeline coaster, which could have been very boring, and just gone in a straight line. And it was a very old Alton Towers design, where it's not got very much theming. It's just very metal, and it's kind of like plonk it down. This is not a theme park. It's just a park with coasters in it, and it really innovated the Alton Towers we see today, with a lot of the darker theming in it. And it really opened up Forbidden Valley from the previously family park area, and that sort of spread throughout with the introduction of X Sector, with Oblivion being introduced. And then it really expanded the whole intertwining lore within Alton Towers, and I think it's very interesting. And I do hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, if it did help you out and give you any information, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. This is Just Talking. Bye bye.